You, me, and every single person we meet on a day-to-day basis have a very unique worldview that only ourselves possess. Me, myself, I've had a very unconventional life so far at the grand age of 23 years old. This has included a dysfunctional family, witnessing both my mother and father on the brink of death, struggling with friends, struggling with women, beaten up badly, struggling with self-confidence, self-esteem, feeling depressed, feeling purposeless through the vast majority of my life and still struggling with that today. Just a few things that have happened in my life that have shaped me to who I am today. And by no means is this a video of me sharing my life story or asking for you to give your sympathy towards me, because I don't want that. It is a video explaining that our reality is a byproduct of what has happened to us today, and it shapes our reality and how we perceive the world. And I believe that when we all lean into our authenticity, we share something beautiful with the world. But unfortunately few do this because of society, because of social media, because of fear, because of whatever reason it is. We are all very, very quick to judge. And we all think that everyone should be just like us. We all portray our beliefs, our worldview, everything we think about onto other people and think, you know what, why are they not just like me? I do this too. I think about a lot of people close in my life and think, you know what, why didn't they do what I do? Well, they don't have the same beliefs. They've not had the same experiences as I do. And it's a good reminder for me, because we all possess strengths. We all possess weaknesses. We all offer different things to the world. You might have one person who's very confident, very outgoing, they're very good at speaking, but maybe they lack in other areas. Like, maybe they're not so self-aware, maybe they're not so resilient, maybe they're not so consistent. And for me, communication, self-confidence, self-belief is something I lacked in abundance, whereas self-awareness, resilience, consistency is something that I offer to the world, and something that is a trait that I see in myself as a positive. We can all sit and we can all say, fuck, you know what? I really wish that bad thing that's happened to me never occurred. Because like I said, I've been through a lot of shit, and I really think a lot of the time, I wish that didn't happen. And I wish it didn't negatively impact my life. And yes, if I could take away, if these things never happened, I would choose them. I've had a lot of things that I really wish didn't happen, but you have to always see the positive and negative and realise that there's always a silver lining. If it wasn't for every single thing that's happened in my life, everything that's happened in your life, probably why you found this content in the first place, you wouldn't be the person you are today. And this will actually lead you to a better life in the future. It'll make, like I say, it'll build that resilience muscle. It'll make you a stronger person. And especially recently, I've looked at it and been like, you know what? There's not really much that could be thrown in my way in the world as I get older that will really challenge me, that will really be like, you know, shit, I really don't know what to do, because I'm 23 and a lot of stuff's already happened. And by no means have I experienced anything, and by no means, you know, have I experienced more life than someone older than me, but I feel I'm pretty confident with anything that could come my way. I would be able to deal with it. And, you know, I look around at some people, especially around my age, and I don't wish it upon anyone to experience difficulty. I wouldn't even call it trauma, and go through hardship from a young age. But I see a lot of people, and especially when it comes to younger girls, who, you know what, they're naturally very beautiful girls, and I admire that. But a lot of them have very poor personalities. And why is that? Well, because they've never had to work for anything in their life. They're naturally beautiful, so they get all the attention in the world. Guys put them on a pedestal. Maybe mummy and daddy have been very good to them, you know, things like this. Or you see another guy who, you know, he's had everything handed to him. Maybe he's working for his dad's business. He's 6'3", naturally quite handsome guy. Jack doesn't even need to go to gym, but still looks massive. Got a fat trust fund, and there's a lot of people out there who can't relate to this video, and they're not watching this video because why would they need to? They don't need to watch this video because they have a very good life as it is. And like I say, if that was my life, I'd be very happy. I'd much prefer my life to not have gone through the things that I've had to go through. But you have to understand that what I'm trying to get with this video is that everything we experience in our world is because we've had a certain experience in our life that's made us perceive the world from a different angle, a different perspective. And I think there's a few main things that you can take from this video. And the first thing and the most important thing is that you have to view every single negative thing that's happened in your life as a positive, no matter how bad it is. And like I say, that's coming from me, who's had a lot of things where I think, you know what, that felt like rock bottom. Like there have been some months where it's really been hard, and I really don't even know how I've got through them, but I'm still here today, and it's just made me the person I am today. And without that, you're not that person. And only a few people will get to a certain age and kind of be able to deal with what life throws at them. Because at the end of the day, I've spoken to a lot of people about things that I've experienced in my life, and you know what, they very much praise me. And a lot of people would resort to other things. A lot of people would go down the lines of, you know, alcohol, drugs, doing things that are not going to benefit their life. But I've just kept my head down. I kept myself busy, kept working towards my goals that I have in my life. It's been a big reason that I am where I am today. And like I say, if you can view every single negative and that kind of actually enjoy those negative times. Of course, at the moments, you know, when something massive happens to you in your life, you're like, you know what, I've lost my mum, I've lost my dad, I've lost someone I really care about, something like that. You're not going to be like, oh, you know what, I'm buzzing, like, great, life's amazing, I'm so glad that happened. You're not like that whatsoever, are you? But maybe in a few months you'll look back and be like, you know what, there is a silver lining from that. I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot as a young man or a woman, and I'm proud of the person that I have become. And I hope, you know, maybe if I lost someone, they're very proud of me too. And that's something that I've really kind of learned to grow with. And I think if you can do that, you'll get a long way in life, and you will probably accomplish everything and anything that you've ever wanted to do. And the next thing is birds of a feather flock together. And what I mean by this is you have to find people who are on your same wavelength, because like I say, the person who's 6'3", who's had everything handed to them, who's got a big trust fund, got loads of money, nothing's ever gone wrong in his or her life, they're not going to be able to relate to me and you watching this video. They won't get it at all, and that's fine. And I don't hate these people as much as, you know, it sometimes feels like you hold something against them, because it is hard for you to listen to maybe their problems that they're going through. You know, oh, you know, I'm 30, 40 and I've just lost my dog. Like, right, okay, I can't really sympathise too much because I've been through a lot of shit, and that means nothing to me compared to everything. And that's just how it is. There's nothing wrong with you feeling like that, but you have to, I think, finding people who, you know, they don't have to necessarily have gone through the same hardship as you or whatever it may be that you've gone through in your life, but find people who get you for who you are, who completely get like why you're doing what you're doing, why you see the world the same way. And I know that this can be also a negative, which some people might put in the comments, be like, oh, you know, you don't want to have too many people who think the exact same way as you, because then you're basically just, well, what's the point? Because you're all the same, and you're not actually going to come up with fresh ideas. You're not going to kind of develop yourself, because you're just going to agree with each other, which is true. But finding people, you know, who you can truly relate to and have your genuine best interests at heart and are truly authentic to themselves as you are, I think you'll be a lot more fulfilled and a lot more happy with your life, and you can achieve, like I say, what you want to in your life. And the last thing, which again it links a lot back to the authenticity, is being you and being okay with this. And this sounds quite cringe and cliche. I'm sure you've heard it a million times before, but the saying that I go by is, you'll only ever be the second best version of yourself. So make sure you're very clear on what the best version of you looks like, for starters, and make sure you're becoming that version every single day. And I think that's very powerful, just dealing with what is in front of you each day, and being like, you know what, I did my best in that set of circumstances. And a lot of people won't really talk too much about. A lot of male influencers might say, you can't show your emotion and all of this, but it's not going to get you very far in life. And like at the end of the day, you are you're on your own journey, and you have to make progress on the person you were yesterday, and only you know that, and only you can become the best version of yourself. So never, I know it sounds very cliche and you've probably heard it a million times, but you have to just be okay with that person you are, and like going back to working, like leaning on your strengths and your attributes that you offer to the world. I think that's far more powerful than looking at every area and be like, oh, I need to be better at that, I need to be better than that. If you're not that person, you're not, and be okay with that, because you offer a lot. You offer abundance of different attributes that other people don't have, that is very useful and vital to society, vital to your friendships, vital to your relationships, vital to your work. And you offer that in abundance, where other people, they might tick the boxes you don't, but you do tick, and that's the way you're going to feel a lot more fulfilled and happy with yourself in your life. But this has been something that has been on my mind a lot. And the message is, your experiences will define your reality. So make sure that is positive, whatever it is for you, what experiences you've had today, turn that into a positive, and understand that why someone is the way they are is because of everything they've experienced and their knowledge to date. And that's what makes them who they are. We're all unique. Every single person you meet on a day-to-day basis, and always lean into that authenticity and become that best version of yourself. And if you need more guidance on how to become that person, my one-to-one personal coaching link will be below. If you can like and subscribe, that would mean a lot. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so everything means a lot at the moment. So let's keep pushing. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.